Okay, so let's talk about being able to implement a mechanism for folks, students that have logged in to perhaps join a particular section of a particular course. Right? We already know how to go to the server and fetch courses. We know how to do that, right? So, and this allows us to navigate and whatnot. What we'd like to be able to do now is perhaps, given a course, we'd like to be able to have sections for a course, right? And so to do that, to that end, is we might definitely need a navigator like this of courses, right? Fetching the courses, but being able to manipulate sections as opposed to modules. Yes, one course has many sections, just like a course has many modules, right? And we did manipulate modules and whatnot on using Angular and Java. So I'd like to show you how we can do something similar, but using Angular and using Node.js. Okay, so let's take a look at that. So to do that, I've created a sections component. Right? I got us started with that. Right? Let me show you. Now this left-hand side of listing courses is pretty much exactly the same code for listing the courses that we looked at. Was it Monday? I think we looked at how to do that on Monday. Was it, or Tuesday? I don't remember. So let's review this real quick. I created a section component, sections component. There it is. And if you remember, we had created earlier this week. We had created a courses service client. Remember that? Right? If we go in there, if you remember, we were hosting in here a find all courses function. Yes? Right? And here I'm just reusing that same exact find all courses function that we implemented earlier this week. What does it do? It goes out to our Java server, right, to fetch our courses. Yes? Our courses don't live on Node.js. They don't live on MongoDB. They live on Java, MySQL. Yes? Okay, so that comes back. We parse it out. And then here on init, I look up all the courses, and I bind them to a local courses variable, and here's my courses variable. And then in my HTML, I simply just iterate over them, right? So UL, here are my courses, and I ng4 the courses, each course, and I just print out the title and the ID. Yes? So that's exactly the same code we looked at earlier this week, right? So there's no need to look at that again. So that basically renders this left-hand side, this left-hand side over here, okay? Then my idea was that you would go on and perhaps select a particular course, and then on the right-hand side we could do maybe a little form that would allow me to add new sections for the selected course. All right, and then down below, show me all the sections for the currently selected course. Right, so basically a little form that would allow me to modify different sections, add, remove sections from a course. Make sense? But all this information would live on Mongo, right? With a Node middle tier, right? As opposed to in Java, in MySQL with a Java middle tier. Yes? So it's the Node.js MongoDB who's going to remember, hey, this particular course, these are the sections. For this particular course, these are the sections. Right? Okay. So so we know the ID. We know the ID of these sections. Let's make sure we can first select the course. Right? So let's be able to select the course. To that end, notice that for each one of these LIs, I had a click event to select the course. This is exactly what we did on Monday, right? We select the course. We did this dot select course is course, right? And then maybe we could highlight it. We could say maybe ng class. And this could be a JSON object and say that this is going to be active if the current course's ID is equal to the to the selected course.id. Right? So, oops. Oh no, they're all selected. Let me see. Go back. Active. Do I have any errors? Selected course ID. We have selected course is null. It's empty. So this dot selected course select course. Can I print out the selected course? Maybe down here. So selected course. Selected course dot title. So courses ID is equal with selected course ID, and selected course ID is initially just an empty object. This dot selected course is course, so that should work. Okay, so it is selecting it. That is correct, but why is it not highlighting it? ID maybe. I'm sorry? Oh! I hate computers. Okay, there we go. So it's highlighting it. All right. All right. So we know the selected course. Yes. So what we would like to be able to do is add a section to the currently selected course and display all the sections for that particular course. So first, let's focus on adding a section, right, to a course. So let's do that. So how do we do that? Well, we know the course, the currently selected course. We can just add a list of sections here, and just make sure that they have somewhat like a foreign key, right, that says what course they belong to. Okay. Obviously, it's not going to be a foreign key because these are two complete databases, two complete different frameworks. Right, one is the sections are stored in Mongo, whereas the courses are stored in MySQL. So we don't have actual foreign key, but we will have a value. Right, we'll have the ID of the course so that we can then retrieve. Hey, give me all the sections for course number 1, or give me all the sections for course number 2, and so on and so forth. Right? Okay. All right. So to add, notice that down below I had created a button. Here, add, and that's just this click, add section, and it's going to pass along. Let's see, a section object, and the section object is currently a variable here that we're going to be able to play around with the title. Right, we're going to provide a title for the section. And then we would like to also use the currently selected course ID, right? So then when we create it, okay. All right, excellent. So let's see if we can go into this add section. So let's do a console log section. Right. Let's do a console here. So if we do an add, notice that we do have here a JSON object representing the section object, right, with the title and everything. See that? We could maybe add to that section .course_id. We can add it via this .selected course.id, right, so that it can keep track. Selected course .id. Maybe we have to provide here an ID of just -1, perhaps. Yeah. All right. Right. So when we select it and we give it a section title and we say add, notice that now our section object has everything we need. Right. We have the title of the section and we know which course it belongs to. Right. That's all we need to store. Right, so let's send this over to the server, right, so we can store it in the database. Right? So let's do that. So we added the section, and let's see, section course ID. we'd like to be able to do something like this. We would like to have kind of like a section service, right, that deals only with sections. Right? Ideally, you have one service per data type or data model. Like the user is a data model, right? You can create users, you can find all the users, you can find them by username, you can create users, you can do all sorts of things with users. Yes, so that's one big data type. That's one big data model. Sections is also a big data model. I like to be able to create a section, remove a section, find all the sections for a course. Yes? Right, so let's create a section service that can host all those data access, right? And certainly one of the things that I like to be able to do is create a new section, right, for a particular course. So we don't have a section service just yet. Let's see, or maybe I did get started. I don't remember. Here are the services. Yes, apparently I did. I had already gotten started with a section service. And for the section service, again, I made it injectable. I call this section service client to create a section that's creating a new thing, right? Creating a new section. That means that it's going to be a post. I'm going to post to something like API section, probably, yeah, section like that. I'm going to post to a section. Headers is application JSON, and I'm passing as an argument the section object. So I'm going to put in the body. I'm going to do JSON dot stringify, and then the section object. Anything else? Maybe we need the credentials. I'm not sure if we need them. Maybe I need to know that it's an admin user who's doing this. So I want to maybe verify that the currently logged in user has the role of admin, maybe, right? So yeah, so maybe I do need to pass the credentials. Okay. All right. So I can start using it. I need to inject it. Let's inject it here. So this will be private section service of type section service. There it is. Okay. Oh, we forgot to declare the service as a provider. Right? We always forget to do that. Let's go in the module. I wish this was automatic. We didn't have to do this every time. So here it is. Our provider will be also section service. There it is. Okay, now it's happy. Go to sections. All right, so let's try it out of sections. So let's select the course, and this will be section 1. So this is, maybe we'll say course 1, section 1. We'll say add. And nothing happened. Network, is even the post happening or not? Let's maybe put this down below. I guess not. All right, so this add is not working. Why are you not worky? Let's go to the source. Are we even hitting that? Let's go to section component TS. Where's the section component? Not the HTML. Section component. Really, you're going to make me type it? TS. All right, so add section. Are you even coming here? Oh, it's commented out. Okay, obviously. Computers are always right. Okay, let's try that out again. So first section, so let's just say whatever. Network. Let's say add. All right, it's complaining, saying that there's no one on the other end, on the server, listening, right? There's no one listening for this post, right? So we need to go to the server side, and we need to listen for a section coming in. Yes? All right, so let's do that. Let's create a service that listens for this section coming in. We'll say this will be a section service server JS, right? Following the pattern that on the server side we declare all the HTTP event handlers in its dedicated file. Yes. So here we will listen all the puts, the gets, the posts, the deletes will be all in here handling things that have to do with sections. All right, so we're going to do a module exports. We're going to need app, right? So that we can declare app.post, and in post we're going to listen for the incoming API/section. Yes, right? And what are we going to do? This is going to pass us request and response, and we're going to handle it right here. Right? I'm handling as an anonymous function as opposed to declaring a function. Right? You please declare functions. I'm a little lazy today, so instead I'm going to use an anonymous function, but just so that you see an example of that syntax. Yes? Right? All right, so there's our request response. Just to make sure we're receiving the data, right? We're just going to echo it back. We're just going to echo it back. Maybe we'll do a console log request body. So the request body, the body contains the JSON parsed from the body. Right? So we're going to pass the section object in the body. We're just going to parse it out, and it's right in the body. So we're going to print it out to the console, and then we're just going to echo it back, right? Just to make sure that we're getting the same thing we're sending. Right, so we're going to echo it back. So in the response, we're going to send back the request body. All right, so I'm going to restart the server. Actually, we need to import this, right? Otherwise, this is a file that lives on its own, right? But it's not connected to anything, right? Somebody needs to import it and pass it the app. So let's do that. In server, we're going to do exactly the same thing we did earlier. We're going to say require. We're going to go down to the service, down to the section service, and we're going to pass it the app. So now it has the app to declare all this. Yes? Let's restart the server. OK. I have a breakpoint. Let's continue. All right, so let's try that again. Let's refresh here. Let's do an add. OK, so this time it didn't complain. Right? The first one is our pre-flight. This is called a pre-flight query. Right? This is the browser asking the server, hey, is it OK to post? Right? And the server is going to say, yes, it's OK. Right? It comes back with options. It says, these are the methods that are allowed. You can do a get, a post, a put, a delete. Right? You can do all these things. It's OK. Right? I accept cross-origin queries. Once the browser is content and says, OK, it's OK to talk to the server, then the second query is the actual post. All right? And it actually sends, down below is a payload. There's our course ID, the title. And notice that the response, notice that the server echoed back the object. All right? So the server is receiving the data. Excellent. We need to now store it in the database. Right? Put it in the database. So let's do that. Let's do that next.